Randy Harris here with Grateful Music, here with Scramble Greg, as he's well known in the Baltimore scene here, Pigeons playing ping pong. Nice to see you, Greg.
Well, it's nice to see you, Randall.
Thank you for taking the time
it's
to
my
hang out with me.
Absolute
Awesome.
pleasure.
So let's jump right into it. So first thing I want to know is, I know you guys played All Good Festival last year too. How's it feel to be working with an organization like All Good Presents?
Unbelievable. All Good Presents is the pulse of the Mid-Atlantic jam scene, and to be right on it with them has been a dream come true. All Good Music Festival was the first festival I attended besides our festival, Dome Fest, and it really changed my life for the better. It completely is one of the major reasons I'm here today, was going to All Good Music Festival back in like 2010. So playing it last year was this incredible, surreal, full circle experience. And then you fast forward to today, we just played Merriweather Post Pavilion, which is where I've seen some of my favorite bands perform. I mean, this is a 16,000 person venue. I didn't expect to be playing here anytime soon. So we're incredibly grateful, and All Good's been really good to us and the entire scene for so many years.
Awesome. So you mentioned Dome Fest. I was wondering how that came about. I know a lot of, a lot of people sort of expect some of the bigger bands, to have their own festivals, but don't always expect some of the ones that you're sort of mid-level that you guys are at to have their own festival. How did that come about?
Well, our guitarist is very ambitious and he works really hard. And back in college, we stumbled across this really cool guy's property, and Jeremy, our guitarist, just saw the vision, saw the festival there. The guy was cool with it, and we threw a one-day, one-night camping party with a ton of live bands. That was amazing. This was back in 2010. Now, in our 7th year, we just had an amazing 3-day, 3-night festival with some killer bands, 1,500 people. So our guitarist's ambition and drive has made us, has given us the ability to throw a music festival, and it's been growing naturally and incredibly positive for our fan base, the flock.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great story. I like it. How has the Baltimore community influenced your growth as a band? I know you guys are based in Baltimore, and the live music community has been great to me here, so I want to know how that's affected your growth as a band.
Baltimore has been integral in the way that we approach what we're doing as a band. We started really in Baltimore when we started doing summer residencies at the 8x10. We would play every weekend, or every Wednesday for a full month, 4 weeks straight, and that really started to stretch our jams and stretch our material to the point where we were forced to write new music and forced to jam longer and to show Baltimore what we're made of every night. And I think Baltimore's fan base expects to be pushed, it expects to have their minds expanded, and we strive to raise the bar every time we play for them, because Baltimore is also known as Smaltimore because it's an incredibly tight-knit community, and that extends into the music scene tenfold. You'll see the same people at every show, so it makes us want every jam to be new, every show to be fresh, every set list to be different, and every experience to be unique. And that's really just to give Baltimore the respect and fun they deserve, and have given us over the years. We also, Baltimore, part of the fabric of Baltimore is WTMD, the radio station. Even weekly shows on Sundays, Stuck in the Jam, we just played an hour segment on there, and that has all of the music heads listening to it. So not only do we have places like the 8x10 and Ram's Head and Soundstage for the live scene, but we also have this really unique and thriving radio community in WTMD 89.7. It's the only thing that's in my car.
All right, so you guys just came out with a new album this spring, Pleasure.
Yeah.
How was recording that different to your last album, Psychology?
Recording Pleasure was completely different. It couldn't have been more different. For Psychology, our album from 2014, we recorded everything ourselves. We set up the mics ourselves, we pressed play ourselves, and we recorded it ourselves. Pleasure, we went into a real studio, Right Way Studios down in Baltimore, and the owner, Steve Wright, completely blew us away with his abilities in the studio, and it made our lives a lot easier. We were able to just focus on writing music, making the songs tight, and staying in the zone instead of fooling around with microphones and levels. It was a mind-blowing experience, and it really created a lax environment. After Psychology, I was kind of like bumming on recording because it's so much work behind the scenes, but doing Pleasure, it was a huge breath of fresh air because Steve Wright at Right Way Studios made the process so easy for us to just focus on what's important, which is the music. So I'm really happy we went into a real studio because now I'm not as I no longer dread going to the studio. I actually look forward to it because I don't have to do stuff that I can't fake. You know, we try to fake it till we make it and do everything ourselves as long as we can, but there's certain things you can't fake. You can't fake knowing how to record an album or mastering an album. So giving the professionals their time to work has given us more time to work, and it was, I think that Pleasure came out way more professional sounding. And we're so pleased with it.
Awesome. Good. So last question, this one's kind of a fun one. So all bands communicate differently on stage, obviously. Is there any particular sort of like twitch or like a nod or something that really, when you really know, like, okay, he's hot tonight, or he's really feeling it tonight? Is there anything that you guys do when you really know that you're feeling it?
You're gonna have to look at our live show to pick up on those little things, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I lift my left leg, Jeremy takes all the solos because he's ripping it. But if I lift my right leg, no more solos for the rest of the show because he's just terrible. No, I'm kidding. We do have a few little, like, you know, secret tics and stuff, but I can't tell you that. I like you to either notice it or not and just stay in the moment. Okay. But we've developed our advanced telepathy, our musicians' telepathy, to peak at the same time, to crash at the same time.
Right.
And to know when certain people are feeling it. Right. Ideally, we're all feeling it every night, and we don't have to stray too far off course. But as a jam band, we're always open to shifting the sets around, making little hand signals or body signals to change the experience on the fly, and just staying loose. Unfortunately, our fan base, The Flock, is very open to us being loose, taking jams out, and being a little more risky musically. And as the years develop, we take more and more risks, whether fans notice or not, letting the jams explore themselves. And without an open community like Baltimore or like this jam scene in the Mid-Atlantic, we wouldn't be able to do that. So thank you to all the fans for letting us take risks and mess up sometimes, because we're having a blast doing it.
Yeah, man, no, I was going to say, you guys are always looking like, I've seen you a few times now, you always look like you're having fun out there, and so I hope you do, and I hope you continue to have fun and continue to move forward.
Words don't put into how grateful we are for our place in life, and we're going to just attack it with everything we have. And you know, you only live once, you only get one life as far as I know, and we're going to do our best to funk it up pretty hard.
Awesome.
For as long as we can.
Well, thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time, my man.
We appreciate you. I appreciate
Yeah, no worries. And we'll see you out at many other pigeon shows.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Much love.